Sales are surging and prices are climbing in the Portland metro real estate market. Business as usual for the season. But let's dig a little bit deeper. How do we measure up against last year's figures? And what do the broader patterns reveal? Join me as we dive into the metrics that matter. The average sale price rose by another 2% compared to the previous week, and it's starting to look like we're seeing our typical spring market dynamics with higher volume and higher sale prices. And you can definitely see that starting to take shape in this graph. Compared to last year at this time, the average sale price landed about 2.2% higher. So overall, it looks like prices are still trending higher than last year, not much higher, but still higher. The supply of homes for buyers to choose from rose by a slight 1% this week, but it looked like an off week when it came to new listings, which came in about 7% lower than the previous week. How was that number compared to last year at this time? Well, it's about 10% higher, and that's now the 7th straight week that we've seen more homes hit the market this year than we saw last year at this time. That's a reversal of a trend that we've watched pretty much all of 2023. It looks like inventory in the metro area is starting to unlock. So that's supply. Let's talk about demand. The number of purchase agreements agreed to by buyers and sellers is still rising, as it should. That number was about 5% over the previous week and landed more than 12% higher than last year at this time. Interest rates. So best case scenario for the 30-year fix last week was right around 6.375%, with most lenders probably still pushing 7%. Well, that's exactly where we are this week. Not much has changed with the yield on the 10-year Treasury, which is one of our best indicators of where rates are headed. And there probably won't be much of a change until we get another tranche of inflation data on Friday, which is the day that I release these updates. If there is a big change, I will throw that information right up here. Okay? All right, let's move on. On to the happy subject of foreclosures. The number of foreclosures and pre-foreclosure homes on the market changed by 1. We're now looking at around 75 distressed properties on the market out of a total of almost 7,500 homes active and pending. Remember last week, and I noticed a slight uptick in the number of notices of default, which is that first step in the foreclosure process. Well, those numbers moderated back down to what we've been seeing week after week. I'll keep an eye on it and let you know if that starts to change. And there you have it, this week's insider's glimpse into Portland's real estate market. If you want to stay ahead of the curve, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And remember, whether you're buying, selling, or just market curious, I'm here to keep you informed and empowered. Take care, enjoy the beautiful weather this weekend, and I will see you right here next week.